All right, what are we serving today? If your significant other happens to pass away, as the person who passed away, how would you want your significant to raise your child?
I actually think about this a lot. I always have this feeling that I might be the first one to go because historically in my family, for some reason, all the males go first. Like my dad, my grandpa on my mom's side too. So I always think about it like, shoot, I have a feeling I might go before dies. So what would happen? And to be honest, I would want what's best for her too. I want to live a long, healthy life, but if things happen, I do want her to eventually like move on, be happy. I want her to just like, oh, now like if Chloe's gone, like, I'm never gonna like find another partner again. Like I do want her to find another partner. I want her to like continue with her life and just be happy. I don't want to like drag her down just through my death.
So the question was,
How would you want you to raise your son?
Decide. I know it's gonna be really tough for guys
Yeah.
to just raise Simba by herself because just thinking about it now, like it's already hard to raise him with the two of us. So I can't even imagine like just her raising him by herself. It does make me sad when I think about it sometimes. Like, dang, like how is she gonna handle him herself? And I know Dice, like, eventually she would find a way to just, like, power through it. But it's like, I do want to try my best right now to build something so that, if it does happen, they have something like some sort of security. I don't know, like some money to continue on without me.
if I were to go first, I would like Koi to raise Simba the same way because obviously he's doing a great job. I feel like they'll be fine without me, even though they'll both be really sad. But then they'll be fine. So I mean, you never know. Like right now, if I leave for like a week, and they're both crying already. So yeah, it'll be tough, but I have confidence that if something happened to me, it'll be fine. Um, and just be gentle on him. Sometimes we get both are hard on him, but I guess without me, I feel like he'll act out even more.
Yeah.
And it's the patience and the gentleness that is the focus. But other than that, I think they'll be fine. Honestly. Yeah.
Just to add on to that, one of my biggest fear as of lately is, for some reason, is like to have Dice being gone first. Because I feel like if I'm gone first, like they'll be fine because Dice is great. Like
Same way.
yeah, she could just like
Yeah.
continue on, like
Yeah.
do her thing. I feel like if she's gone, dude, I will freak out. Like, cause like you said earlier, like if she goes on vacation for like a week, dude, I'm already freaking out. I'm like, dude, I know what to do, but it just I don't have
The
that
thought of
confidence.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think instead of writing a will, I'll just write an instruction manual.
Yes.
Did this happen? And do this, and then I'll go. I'm like, okay, you go to the manual, you'll be fine.
The golden book.
Yeah. What about you guys?
As the person who's not going to be there for Des, I would want Eric to raise him in a way where Des can look at life like as not trying to survive in this world, but looking at like what he could contribute to the world, like what he could maximize with his skills and really like learn to do what he loves to do, rather than following what society expects us to do. So I would want Eric to really push Des to figure out, okay, what do you want to do in life and pursue that, like, and really have that passion and drive to help him be successful. I'm not too worried about like how Eric is going to raise Des. He's already a good parent. But I think more about like the financial aspect, like what I can leave for Des and Eric. Like I would want to make sure I leave enough for Eric and Des to be like, okay, like they could spend without thinking, "Oh, how much did I spend? Like, I need to save like this." Like, not having to worry about that, I feel like that's such a blessing. And something like Des doesn't even understand today, which is good. Because when I was his age, like, we always had to think about money and saving. So for him not to have to like worry about that, I would want that to continue so that he really just like focuses on like what he really loves to do and what he really wants to do in his life.
I echo a lot of what you guys are saying.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to obviously continue pushing Des and striving for whatever he loves. I think we were just taught like, hey, we need to go out, make money, and
Mhm.
then your happiness comes from your family and whatever you do after work.
Oh yeah.
And then for me, that's been my mindset. It's not, it doesn't rub me the wrong way necessarily, but obviously it doesn't make me super fulfilled at the same time. And I want you, because you're more that type of person, and you have that more of that mindset a little bit more than I do. And for me, I think I want you to kind of continue to instill that in Des and really, make sure that, he does a good job doing that. And again, I don't think there's anything that I necessarily worry about with you as well. For me, like what Corey was saying, like I'd be like, dude, if Deanne passed, oh my fucking God. I'd be like, because Deanne, like, I do like the stuff that I do around the house for the family, it's stuff that I could, it's like I could still do, but like the stuff that she does, like she'll pack, like does his, like clothes and then like his snacks. I'll be like, I probably forget something and then they were killed, but Des will be like start screaming at me. Oh yeah. Now Jan does all the little things for Des that I'd be like, oh fuck man,
Yeah.
she better die later.
Yeah, I want to turn out to that. It's like just as simple as like cutting a sandwich. No, Simba. Like it's like, dude. She's like, dude, it's easy, but you just cut it like this. I'm like, yo, I can't cut it the way you
Dice is probably like, why'd you give him a full sandwich? He can't hold it.
do that.
I
give him a full sandwich.
it's the little things like that, like I have no idea, like, again, the stuff that I do, I think is important, but it's not necessarily important in relation to Des. Like I'll handle a lot of like the financials, the house stuff, like that stuff Gian can learn. Like the nuances that Gian goes through with Des are just like, dude, fuck, like what am I supposed to pack today? Like, I just, yeah, you just have to die last.
Like we can fold our own clothes, but I cannot fold. Like, seriously. She cry. I'm like, I don't know.
That's what I say. It's the same thing. I try folding, it doesn't work. It's like to say I try folding her clothes. It's like I can't.
I refold it.
Yeah. When I'm not there, she was like, no, straight up. I'm like, I'm done, and then she's like, doing it all over. Yeah,
I want to do it all.
Would you want your significant other to eventually remarry?
I would say yes, of course. I don't know. Gian's mindset. I feel like it took her so long to even, in my opinion, get to this point. We've had conversations before. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Get to what point?
To be like, before I met you, I know you've told, or when I initially met you, you told me like you weren't ever planning on getting married initially.
yeah.
Like so like it took you so, I wouldn't say so long. It wasn't like a journey or anything, but like again, it wasn't like a bad journey, but it was like to even acknowledge the point of marriage and the point of having a family like this. I don't think that initially was your plan, before you met me. And I would want you to get remarried, but I don't know if you would. That would just be my mindset, like I would not mind. I want you to have a support system, especially for someone that, if you couldn't, a lot of things, again, like me, like what I said, like a lot of the things you do, I would have a fucking terrible time at. And I want someone to come in and help you with the stuff that I do, and and I would not mind.
Yeah, I feel the same. I would want you to eventually remarry because when I'm thinking about like you raising Des on your own, I do feel like it'll be hard, and having a woman in your life, like I know how stereotypical this sounds, like makes it a lot easier because like they are motherly, they take care of you, like it's in their nature to just like take care of people around them. And I would want you to like find that significant other even when I've passed away. This kind of is unrelated, but when I think about remarrying, if Eric were to pass away, I think I would do it differently. Like I wouldn't care too much about what this person can contribute in Dez's life. but what he can contribute to me.
Yeah.
Because I would already make sure that Des is okay first. So I don't even know if I'd remarry.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Yeah.
It would probably take me a long time.
Yeah. Kind of just going on to that, would age matter? For me, like if I passed away now or within the next 10, 15 years, I would say you 100% should remarry, you know. After that, you know, you do you, you know, because like at that point, Des is self-sufficient,
Yeah.
doesn't need any, you know, necessarily a male figure in his life. So I think for me, I think it kind of depends on age, but I wouldn't mind either way. But for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you passed away at like, I know you said I could remarry, but if you passed away at like 70, 80 years old, I'd be like, dude, I'm on my own now. Like, man, I should be. It's fine.
You're like, got like 10 more years. I ain't nothing like, what's the point? You know? I do think about this a lot when it comes to death because from my side of the family, for some reason, all the males just die first before their wives. Like my dad, he passed away like when he was 51. My grandpa passed away when he was 66. And my grandpa on my mother's side passed away when he was like 67. So like they all just as young.
Yeah.
It's like a trend. So I'm like, dude, what if it happens to us too? But you know, I'm trying to be a lot more healthy than them. But yes, I do think like, oh, if if I do pass away first, like at a younger age, maybe 50, yeah, I wouldn't mind if she would remarry. I would kind of like push for it because seeing my aunts, like some of them, you know, like just living by themselves, like without a partner or like deciding not to remarry, like life could get quite miserable, you know, without a partner. You know, sometimes like some people going solo, that works for them. They love it. But, you know, most of the time it's like you do need someone, you know, to help you with the support system, especially when you have a kid. I'm not, like just like Eric, I'm not too worried about like having that male figure becoming like a father figure for Simba because she could be both. Yeah. Dice could be both like a father figure and a mother figure to Simba. But it's all up to her too, like if she wants to remarry or not. But I don't care at all. I'm actually pushing for it.
Yeah.
If I go first, I would want you to be sad for like a few years, you know, and then you can explore, you know. But that's what I want.
She wants you to be a widow for 5 years at least.
That she told me, she's like, I'm gonna haunt your ass like the first few years.
I could 100% say this.
But I do want you to find happiness after you grieve over me for a long time.
At least 5 years.
Yes, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Boy, do you believe in ghosts? Yeah. So you better make sure you wait those 4 years.
No, she tried me with that before. She's like, dude, if you start like dating like within the first year, I'll make sure I'll haunt that bitch.
So yeah, after that you can, and you need to pick someone that's as good or better
Then
for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Like you can't pick someone that's toxic to you. You can't, you know, like you gotta be smart about it too. So after I die, there's conditions that need to be met before you can remarry.
Yeah.
But
Well, you don't get haunted again.
at the end of the day, Simba's gonna be there to watch out for you and approve or not approve whoever we choose. I know. I have that trust in my son.
Oh, would you remarry though, Dice?
I honestly think it will hold around a bit before I even like consider a commitment.
Yeah.
Because it's like the golden standard for a husband and a father to me.
Yeah.
And I think it's so hard to find someone like. So I would just like honestly not even like be serious with anybody for a long time, maybe forever. Because right now I couldn't see it. Like I didn't see me committing to another person other than him. Yeah.
Would age matter when you hoe around?
I don't think age matter. No, I don't think age matter.
As long as they fit your physique.
As long as they get to jump. Could be a woman. Who knows? You know? Just know that.
They'll die and they'll never find out.
What do you think would be the hardest part in the first 24 hours after your significant other passes?
I'm pretty dependent on having Dice around with me as like everything, like as a partner, as a everything, like a friend. Like I probably talk to her about all my problems, the smallest one to like the biggest one, every single day. So like just the thought of not having that, like
Yeah.
for even an hour,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like I might have like the craziest breakdown as
Oh, yeah.
um
Of course.
like if I see her, I know like she passed away. Like the first 24 hours, I feel like I'm just gonna be in this like super dark space where I don't even want to talk to anyone. Like I remember when I grieved for my dad,
Yeah.
which was like my father figure. Like I lost him to death, and I couldn't even cry. That's when I found out that like whenever I grieve for someone so hard, I can't really like cry. So for just the thought of like Dice passing away, I feel like I'm just gonna just kind of lose it with reality, where I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be alone, confined in like a dark space, and just
Yeah.
not talk to anyone.
Honestly, I couldn't think about him dying, so I couldn't know what the hardest thing is part of the first 24 hours.
Right.
But my dad passed away recently,
Yeah.
and the hardest thing in the first 24 hour was to lock out all the other opinions, all the other comments, all the other condolences even, and just focus on what you need to do, and how you need to feel.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, actually, like just to figure out how to lock out all the noises and just focus on what need to be done and get it done. And then after that, like I honestly, the hardest things too is to let yourself go into the grieving process instead of like try to control it and keep it together.
Yeah.
Lucky for me, because I had to like fly for like 13 hours.
Hours. You
on
have
the
that
plane.
time.
So that time was like just for me.
Yeah.
So it was nice so that I can process it. And then when I get there, I gotta go to get things done, and then another like 14-hour flying back. So I had a lot of time by myself to process it. But obviously, when it happened with Koi, I'm gonna have his mom, his stepdad, Simba, everybody around, and I feel like that's gonna be so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. So
Just want to quickly add, I feel like Dice definitely could deal with grief a lot better than me, because when my dad passed away,
Yeah.
I didn't come at peace
Yeah.
until like 5-6 years later, to be honest. Like I didn't finally like grief and let go until like 5-6 years later. What Dice was able to just kind of like
Yeah.
go through it and accept it and just grief, like
Yeah.
she'll cry and talk about it right away.
Yeah. But you were younger.
I was
Yeah. You guys were younger, right?
yeah,
Because when was this? This was like
10.
10 years ago, right?
11 years ago, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a lot younger.
I think also like age matters, because I'm pretty sure you were a different person
Yeah, definitely.
10, 11 years ago. So.
It definitely would hurt a lot more if he died way too early. But you know what I mean? Like if he passed away like now, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I wouldn't know what to do. Like I would be exploding somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
But when when it's old age, it's like you have this understanding already. Like, oh, okay, it's time. Would you be able to do that when I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, age definitely comes in a big factor. But 65 and on, that's when I'm like,
Okay.
that's when I'm like, okay, like if she passed away, because like at that age, like Simba is already a grown man. He's probably like already have his own family, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, at that age, we all kind of accepted the fact that one of us might go eventually, because that's like the average age, of people going away. But yeah, if Dice was gonna pass away even when she was 50, I would still freak out.
Yeah, it kind of just depends on the age as well. Like again, you passed away right now. I think what would really worry me would be how do I explain this to Des? In that type of manner. Obviously when he's more understanding, he's older, it's never gonna be easy, especially when it's your direct parent, in my opinion. But yeah, if it was right now, that would be the hardest 24 hours. I probably would have to go through. But for me, I haven't had to really experience that type of grief. My grandpa did pass, but we weren't we were a lot closer when we were younger. When I was younger, and he moved back to Taiwan. When he got older, it was just harder and harder for him to come to America to see us. So I wouldn't say like I wasn't close to him necessarily, but he passed 2, 3 years ago, and that type of grief that never really hit me. They never really settled in. Like
He lived a good
yeah,
life.
he lived a good life. He passed at like, 91. My grandma is still alive. She's in her 90s. My those are the grandparents from my dad's side, my mom's side. Both had passed, but I wasn't super close to either of them because they were always in Taiwan, and one of them I only saw I think like 2 or 3 times in my whole life. So realistically speaking, both my parents are still around. So for me, that type of grief, I don't think I've ever really had to experience. But I think I would be on the same boat as Koi, knowing my personality and just knowing, likes to call me sensitive, but to that extent, I think I would probably be on the same boat. Like I just wouldn't know how to deal with it, especially for, if it was within the next 20 years, I don't think I could accept it at any point.
I've experienced grieving someone like the same way you guys grieved your parents because my mom, she passed away when I was like just turning 18. So the first thing I remember was the hardest thing was actually like looking at them, like looking at their dead,
Oh yeah.
like lifeless body because I remember like walking into the hospital and I didn't even make it before she passed. So she had already passed an hour before I walked in, and seeing that, like I like freaking bawled. Like I like immediately cried and screamed. That would probably be like the hardest part cuz dude, seeing someone that you love so much and seeing like that spirit, that life form, like just leave their body, it's like something I can never forget.
What happened with my case was like kind of like that, but it's different because everyone was freaking out. They were sad, so like that kind of like made me numb. So like I actually like showed up to his apartment like when he passed away.
Yeah.
Like so like just seeing like them carrying like his body out, I'm just like I was just stunned. Like I was just standing there like his brother was like, all over him crying. Like, my mom was crying, and I'm just kind of like standing there, like just looking at him, like I'm just looking, and I'm just
I'm shocked.
dang, this
Yeah.
is this real? Like this is really
Yeah.
happening right now, So it was just crazy. Like I couldn't even cry. As she was there, I'm just like, he's gone. Like that's how just my reaction. Like just I'm just speechless.
Yeah, and the other hardest part is like making the arrangements cuz
Yeah.
it's like that's reassuring you that that person is gone. You really have to prepare for the end of your life to make it easier for the people around you because if you don't have anything prepared, like there's so much drama that will go on.
My parents bought their dead spot already.
Yeah.
All like together.
My dad too.
I feel like that's pretty common.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
It's not as common as you think. I think Asian.
maybe it's common as Asians.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't know, my parents did that, but I've heard some of my relatives were
Like reserve a spot. Like
Yes. Yeah. I think his cousin family bought entire land. So like each have a spot next to each other. Like what?
question. Going on with that, would you want to be buried here or somewhere else? Like is your
Honestly, we talk about it, but we want to become something else. Like we want
Tree.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Some funeral homes actually do, but they do it to raise the price. So if you want to turn into a tree, you really have to make sure they actually do it for you.
How do you turn into a tree anyways?
I don't think you actually turn into a tree. They're like buried on the street.
Pretty much.
But you're tree and whatever.
They're buried in the base of a tree?
It's considered like the most economical, like safest way for the environment.
Fertilize it for that tree.
Not even
Very much.
that. Toss you in the
It's
trunk.
like it's about $6,000 more.
But we talk about this.
Oh yeah.
How do you when you die, She's like,
I don't want to be anywhere on earth. I do not
okay.
want to be
It's
buried
up to me.
underground.
She's like, you better not leave me in the ground. She's like, I better be fair.
I better be burned
And
and spread.
you know, she's like, you should.
I'm with you on that, Jan. I don't want to be like a skeleton in like a freaking coffin for like eternity. I'm with you on that. But I want to be clear.
But for me, I'm just like, I want her there. So like, I want.
Imagine Jan passed away. Eric's like, I'm sorry, babe, or I'm burying you. Jan and Eric like,
But you want to be trees, huh? But it's
no, but
I think tree is better.
My body, like skeleton.
Bury him under a tree.
So here's the thing. Like the reason why I don't want to be buried is the same. Like I think it's just PTSD of like seeing so many dead people and like hearing about like the horror stories about what happens to dead people and their bodies. I do feel like we do have a soul that sticks to our body. So I feel like if I were to die and my soul was still not like resolved, I feel like I would still be stuck in my body. And if Eric were to have me buried, I'd be stuck in the ground, like either like unresolved, angry, like wanting to haunt someone. So I would want to make sure that I disappear, that none of my physical form is present, so that my soul could actually leave my body.
Okay, so going off that, then, hey, you better make sure she's cremated so she can't haunt your ass.
It's like, Eric, stop, Dream Eric. I kind of want to bring up like a quick question since we're talking about death. Hopefully it's related, but I do think about this as of lately. Is Simba is very close with my stepdad, but he's old. He's like 72 now. So have you guys ever thought about like how to prepare Des or like your parents, right? Like who take cares of him a lot.
Yeah.
Cause like he's close with your grandparent, your parents, right? Right, Eric?
Yeah. So I would say he understands what death is, but not in that aspect. He understands about like killing bugs. Like no, but it's like it is like in Chinese or Mandarin it's like we say "chao chao," which is like a very friendly way of saying like it's
dead bug.
It's
Yeah.
dead. Chao chao. Like 死掉 is like how you say like dead, like But so we say that to him, so he understands the difference between like if a bug is dead, it's not coming back. So
Yeah.
I think he has some grasp of what that is, but I don't know how I would explain.
I think they won't fully understand until they're probably like 8 or 10. Because I remember I had a conversation with Des, because he was asking like, "Oh, mommy, where's my other grandma?" Because he met my dad, and then I explained to him, and he didn't really quite understand, so he started crying because he was like, "Oh, where is she? Like, when am I gonna be able to see her?" So I had to explain to him, you can't really see her. She's not here anymore. And then that's when he got sad. And he like teared up a little bit. And then like it went away. Like after like 30 seconds, he was totally fine.
I feel like he's like super emotionally like aware and smart of his age, because for him to tear up, that means he's sad, knowing that she's not there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they understand that they're not going to be there, but they don't understand like what the process of like dying is like.
Yeah. I think because of recent events, Simba understand it because my dog Ponyo
Oh yeah.
out of the way, and like he was on the floor when we come home, so Simba saw him on the floor like just panting, and then the same night we had to take him to the emergency, and then he didn't come back. So Simba was keep asking for Ponyo, like where is Ponyo? When's he coming back? So we told him that Ponyo's gone. He can't come back. He's in dog heaven, whatever.
Yeah.
But he keep asking, like, oh, okay, so he's with, like, he's in heaven. He don't know what heaven is.
Yeah,
Right. So, like, okay, so when is he coming back from heaven?
Oh.
Yeah. So he keeps saying that. So we I think I did by myself. I just told him that Ponyo pass away.
Mm.
Like he's just too old and he's not coming back. Like he's just living somewhere else now, like in heaven.
And then he stopped asking.
Yes, he stopped asking, but he still accept that Ponyo's not coming back. You know, he's like, oh, okay, Ponyo used to do this. Ponyo used to do that.
Till this day, past tense.
To
Yeah.
this day, he'll keep talking about Ponyo, but he know that Ponyo's not coming back. So that's I think his first like lesson about, you know, like things being gone for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, well, I think it's gonna be way harder when someone he cared for.
So his grandma.
That's his grandpa.
Yeah.
He's super close to his grandpa.
How old is his grandpa?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So
My dad is.
well, actually, his first grandpa passed away, which is my dad, but
Yeah.
But like
he wasn't there because it's just too hard. Just like two troubles. And I don't think he's. Honestly, I don't think he's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
hard for sure.
Yeah. I just want him to be happy
Yeah.
much longer than yeah.